Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, so I am going to a dinner party tomorrow that is being hosted by another YouTuber. Just got the confirmation today that I am confirmed to attend, and I need a casual chic is what they said on the invite as far as attire. So of course I want to wear something I've made. I've looked through my recent makes, like some of my favorite makes, and they don't really fit anymore. So we definitely need to make something, and so we have just today to do it, and maybe like 2 hours tomorrow before I have to get on the road because it's in Indianapolis. So this pattern just arrived in the mail yesterday, and it's Vogue V1979. And so we're gonna do this view because I really like the neckline, but I'm gonna add the sleeves because it's starting to get chilly. Haven't decided if I want to do that little belt detail or not, but here, this is what I'm thinking. So this is the fabric that I want to do the dress out of. It's a dinner party. It starts at 6. I'm thinking this is appropriate, okay? So, and then I have a bunch of this. I got this for $4 a yard. It's a twill suiting I got from Fabric Mart. So $4 a yard, and I got 5 yards of it. And so I was thinking about using some of it for that little belt piece to kind of give this some color and some contrast and some texture or something or whatever. So that's the plan. Can't say or not if it's going to actually be accomplished, but we are going to try. That's what we do here. We're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to have fun with it. I am gonna film tomorrow at the dinner party as much as I can, or as they allow us to, or whatever, I don't know, but I'm very excited to be attending, very excited to sew up this dress. We're not doing a mock-up, so yeah. I got started with cutting out the pattern and then cutting the pattern out of the fabric. It's been so long since I've put out a full-length video because shorts are easier, and there are shorts of me making this dress that go more into detail of the sewing of each step of the process for this dress, and I will link that playlist if you would like to see that. This dress was not a hard sew, and I'm happy I chose this sewing pattern, especially for a one-day make. However, moving forward, I want to choose harder things. I want to do harder things. I was so excited to be invited to this creator collective, and it made me realize that I am a creator. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. I'm not really sure, but I am a creator, and that's what I want to do here. So I finally have everything cut out. I read the instructions. They are the original vintage pattern instructions. That's when you see the sewing pattern with that authentic vintage stamp on it. It means that it's coming with the original instructions. So, someone had left me a comment before to read the instructions thoroughly before I start and to make notes. And so that's exactly what I did. I'm not going to show them because I even put like timestamps on them about what time I wanted to be done with each thing. But then I just had to go deal some things with the kids. So I'm already 30 minutes behind. So this was supposed to start at 6:30. It is now 7. So I need to change my times, fix my notes. And then we can get started. I want to do things in the order that the instructions call for, but I may go out of order a little bit just to kind of scratch some easier things off my time limits, off my timestamps rather, to like buy me little breaks here and there, because I have to have this finished by tomorrow at 2 p.m. So it's 7 o'clock tonight right now. And I do have to go get my nails done tomorrow at 10. So that'll take from like 10 to 11. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of time. I am like thoroughly exhausted just from the week of work and kids and some other family things that went on this week. And it's been hectic. But what I want to do is I want to sew this, and I really, really want to enjoy it. And I think having this little schedule, because that's the way my brain works, is going to help me. I do think reading through the instructions fully before starting is going to be super helpful, because I never do that for some reason. I thought that the way my brain works is like processing one step at a time. And based on some of my makes, that has not always worked out. So I wanted to give this way a try, and it definitely helped, because the way this pattern is telling you to assemble this dress is not the way I would have thought to do it. Like this, you're doing the front, and then you're doing the back, and then you're joining them. It's a very different system from what I would have done. I would have done like the bodices first, and then the skirt, or the skirt all at once, and whatever. That's not how they want you to do this. So I hope you guys get this pattern since it's readily available. A lot of the authentic vintage patterns I sew, you can't get, and so we can never really sew along together or make the same dress. So I do hope you guys pick this one up and give it a try. Well, I'm saying that prematurely. Let's make it, and then we'll see if I recommend it. Our very first step on our agenda that we have, our little schedule, is going to be working with the bodice back. I've already cut in the notches and put in my markings, and the first thing we're going to do is put in the darts. So I'm going to need to get a ruler and get those drawn in, pinned in place, and taken to the sewing machine. And I'm doing view B, so my very first piece is piece number 2, not 1.
I would love for you to leave me in the comments, what is your process for sewing? Do you kind of do your own thing? Do you follow instructions? Do you read them thoroughly before you get started? Do you take notes like I am now doing? Let me know, what is your creative process for sewing, or really whatever you do to create the things that make you happy or bring you joy. I would love to hear, so leave that in the comments. I love the comment section so much, because I love the community that we have created here. So I look forward to more long form videos to come, and videos of me sewing hard things. My anniversary is coming up, and if you've been here a while, you know that I have to do something special for that, and the holidays, of course. So I appreciate everyone who has stuck with me through a bit of my creative rut, and I look forward to more long form content, and I hope that you stick around for that. If you've been here a while, you know that my sewing journey has coincided so much with my own life journey, my own personal discovery journey, and it's had some ups and downs, some twists and turns, but I am finally happy with where it's headed, with where I am headed. Sewing this dress did challenge me a bit. It had some very odd shaped pattern pieces I wasn't sure I could figure out, but boy was it a confidence boost when I did. I was not sure if I would be confirmed to attend the Creator Collective, and that's why I waited until the last minute to start the dress. And I wish I had been more confident in the fact that I would be selected, and that I could and should take the time and make the effort to attend. I traveled by myself to Indianapolis, which isn't far from my home, but far enough away for me to have some much needed alone time, some much needed space for some thinking and reflecting and planning, and for some fun. I ended up having a really, really good time. Stick around to the end of the video so you can see some footage from the Creator Collective that I was so happy and so honored to attend, and got to meet some really, really cool people. So that was the real highlight of this. And I look forward to more things like it. Right before being invited to this event, I actually turned down my first like really big brand deal. And it was because I was afraid that my content wasn't good enough or that my editing wouldn't be good enough to live up to the name of this brand that wanted to work with me. And I'm disappointed I made that choice, and I look forward to just being more confident in myself and really creating the life that I want and deserve.
So they want you to make the buttonhole before you fold it and flip it and press it and all that, and then slash through the buttonhole. But I'm going to go ahead and make it, fold it, flip it, press it, all the things, and then do the buttonhole. Because to me, it just doesn't make sense to have to try and slash through it and whatever else. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do.
So I second guessed the heck out of these straps. I was not sure about them until the very last minute. I am happy, I think, that I included them. I don't remember if I asked you guys in a short or not, if I should, but when I do ask you guys for your opinions, I do actually really want them. So please continue to give them. It definitely helps me because sewing is such a solitary activity. I'm in my sewing room, I'm alone, and I have no one to ask what they think of a button or a detail. And so that's why I asked you guys, and it does really matter to me what you think. I was so surprised with how quickly I was able to pull this dress together. I was more proud of the fact that I didn't just give up or go with something store-bought or something that I already had that I wasn't that happy about. I was so very just proud of the fact that I stuck this process through to the end. And that is something that I also want to get so much better about, is when I get to the hard part, not throwing it in a pile and never returning to it. I have that Dior coat that I want to come back to very, very soon for this winter. I got scared when it was time for lining the coat, and the dress is like 90% complete and it's just hanging there. So I want to continue to challenge myself, and I ask that you guys continue to support me. I really, really appreciate it. I can't believe that I have over 20,000 subscribers. I do consider that to be a very small YouTube channel, but it's so big in the grand scheme of things. Like, that's a lot of people, and I appreciate every single one of you and everything that you have done for me and have given to me with your time and your energy, and I really, really appreciate it. So let's get into the dress. So this is the final dress. I am off to the YouTube Creator Collective meetup. I'm excited. This is the dress. I think I like it. I'm wearing it with these shoes. It's a little big, but we're going with them. All right, we gotta go. We're gonna be late. There are some things I would change about the dress. You'll have to let me know what you think of it. But there is nothing I would change about my life and where it's headed and my journey that led me here to the Creator Collective, eating really good food with really great people. And then I headed back to my hotel room alone and slipped on my creator socks. I finally referred to myself as a creator because I am.